Hey, what up, Knights? Welcome to ItzzKnighttime YouTube channel. I know it's been long since my last upload on this YouTube channel, but hey, I just feel like I want to do anything I like, so let me be, goddammit. We are going to talk about Diablo. I'm not sure if you guys been following me on Twitch, but I have been streaming like Diablo stuff, like for real, from Diablo 1 up until Diablo 3. I've been streaming all that games. I've been playing from the beginning until the end of the game, and it was such a fun time. Really such a fun time. Except Immortal, but yeah, except that game, we actually have a fun time with a lot of Diablo games, and here I am going to review all three of it in one video. Sounds crazy, right? First of all, the original classic Diablo. Well, to be precise, it's not really original because I actually modded it up. Unfortunately, the original classic Diablo didn't age quite well because the game feel boring, the game feel old, the game feel, I don't know. I jumped into the game straight away, play from the beginning until the end of the game. Like, I literally cannot go with this super high texture game with small screen. That's really is annoying. I did, however, mod the game with a Beelzebub mod. Now, this is the infamous of Beelzebub mod that people actually, at least for me, is actually one of the good mod that I ever played. But surprisingly, not much people actually talk about it. I think there might be some flaws on it that cause the Diablo community not going straight for this Beelzebub mod. But for me, I enjoy it because Beelzebub mod add a lot of stuff, a lot of features that make the game feel modern. Even though the game is classic and the game is supposedly like what, from 19 something, it still feel classic. It still feel modern because Beelzebub mod make the game HD. Oh, for real. And now you can zoom in and zoom out as well. Of course, there's new features like the bout system or the stash system. You can store more of the potion, health potion and mana potion, and then you can stash a lot of items in your stash, which is crazy good. It is a fun time. Fortunately, though, the mod cannot be played on multiplayer because it's just beta, if I'm not mistaken, and you can only play single version with it. Overall, the game good. Like for real, Diablo Beelzebub or Diablo Classic with Beelzebub mod make the games better, like 10 times better, and I'm not kidding. I have my enjoyment playing the games from A to Z, finish it with fighting against Diablo, and of course I'm only playing on normal, but heck, I don't want to go to hell yet. I don't want to go to nightmare yet. That's gonna kick my ass. I'm pretty sure I'll get my ass kicked. But for the normal version, the normal difficulty, I really enjoy the game. Like, it's a fun game. So it's easily 8 out of 10 for me because it's a fun game. Let's talk about Diablo 2 Resurrected. Like, people say, like the community, most of the community at least, say that Diablo 2 Resurrected is the best installment of all Diablo franchise. Personally, I don't feel like it because I think there are some better Diablo games out there. But let me explain. Don't hit me right now. Don't go around and just take your mobile, try to type something on my comment. Let me explain. The thing about Diablo 2 Resurrected is that the mood is there. It's a dark game. When you jump into the game, when I jump into the game, it made me feel like, damn, this is some heck of a dark game. It's like horror hack and slash kind of genre, and you don't feel safe. I really don't feel safe jumping into Diablo 2. It's unlike PoE where you will feel badass at the middle of the game or maybe feel badass at the beginning of the game, but this game just totally make you feel like it's risky. Every move you make, it's kind of risky. Every time you jump in the dungeon, you just hope that there's no boss fight, because if there's a boss fight, you know you'll get F up really quick. So this game gives you that type of vibe, and I'm playing on normal difficulty. But Resurrected is like a remaster from the old one, the classic one, so they have like beautiful graphic and everything. Even though they changed the graphic and they remastered the graphics, the game mechanic is still from the old school one, so which means there are some flaws with it. Now, I don't understand why people say it's the best game. Like, maybe they have their own opinion, whatever. For me, if it's like it's from the old mechanics, like I cannot say like it's the best game because sometimes the old mechanics kind of piss you off, if you know what I mean. Like, it's not just from the gameplay, it goes with the unforgiving system as well, such as the skill. Now, you can spend skill and attributes and blah blah blah, but there are so many builds that you can go. Not really many, but there are few builds that you can go for end game, and the game didn't really explain to you that you can actually screw up your build, and that kind of like teach me a lesson for messing up or for doing mistakes on my build. There's like literally 2 or 3 builds that you can go for the end game. In other words, other builds are useless in this game. Like, each class only have like a 1 to 3 builds that suit for end game. Like, the other builds are useless. What I mean by that is the fact that if you get into the wrong build, you kind of have like a hard time for the whole game, even for the base game. Like, not even the end fun game. You just like go through the boss, you'll have a hard time defeating the boss because of the fact that you just screw up your build. So yeah, the game is unforgiving in that part. Of course, you can respect your skills. You can respect your skill just one time for each difficulty. That's crazy unforgiving. Let's not talk about when you die, you lose all your stuff. And I never knew that the system is like that. So I died one time, just go straight for a boss fight, and I just went straight, and I got racked, and I died. I just realized that I lose my gears, and I lose my money as well. I lose everything. The game is unforgiving in so many manners. All in all, is it a fun game? Yeah, it is a fun game. I actually enjoy the game so much. Like 100%, the game is a fun game, and I can't wait to actually jump again and use other class. Perhaps try the ladder. If you go through the story and you just want to play Diablo Resurrected, Diablo 2 Resurrected for the story, you will have a ton of fun. They present the game well. Plus with a crazy ass cinematic with good graphics, that's awesome, man. Until the end of the game, I feel rewarded because of the cinematic alone. I feel rewarded and I enjoy it because it's old mechanic and there's like lots of very annoying stuff going on in the game. I rate this game easily 7/10, a little bit lower than the previous classic Diablo, but 7/10 is good enough. Let's get straight to Diablo 3. What do I think about Diablo 3? First of all, first time ever jump into this game, it made me lose my mood because of the graphic style or the art style that they chose to go with Diablo 3. For all of you guys who probably already know that Diablo 3 uses a different style of art style, which means it's not anymore like the previous game. Like you can feel the dark vibe, you can feel the moody vibe going on Diablo 1 and Diablo 2. You feel like it's risky to just take one step. Diablo 3 changed all of that. I don't know what's the issues behind the scene, but I'm pretty sure they just tried to approach a new player, like a player never tried Diablo before. So that's why they changed the game. They changed the art style into a much more cartoonish kind of art style. I don't know if I should call it cartoonish. It looks like World of Warcraft, if that makes sense. And this art style is usually just more fantasy-ish. It's no more like medieval era kind of graphic or art style. Of course, that art style going to affect the mood of the game. Diablo 3 brings a different mood than what I previously felt with Diablo 2 and Diablo 1. Diablo 3 now actually give you a much more player-friendly mood, if that makes sense. They just keep on holding your hand. If you play on normal difficulty, the game will freaking hold your hand till the end of the day. Like I got no problem with the game at all. Like I just walk straight, play the game, blast some enemies, lots of demons and stuff, but I never actually die. I never actually feel like I'm gonna die because the game just hold your hand for a long time. And of course, before you ask, I did increase the difficulty to hard mode, and this is hard mode. The game straight away said that it's hard. It's supposed to be hard. Guess what? The game's still holding your hand on hard mode. I didn't die even once. Like the whole gameplay from A to Z, I didn't die even once. And I didn't even have any problem with any enemy, including the final act boss. All final act boss, not even a problem. Even when I already changed it to hard mode. So the game is pretty too easy for me. And given the fact that I enjoy Diablo 2 and I enjoy Diablo 1, I cannot go so much with Diablo 3 because of the fact it's too easy. Now I know people have been saying you can raise the difficulty level of the game. Here's the thing, I play all games on normal or hard. Mostly on normal. I play every game on normal. I judge the game based on what was intended to play as, and Diablo 3 is no different. And unfortunately, it's not that good in terms of difficulty. Now I know some new player might love easy stuff. You can just go through and just wreck some demons and get to the end of the game and just finish it. I know new player might like it, but a casual player like me, I like some challenge. If there's no challenge, it can give weird boredom. I don't know how to say the words, but you feel boring. I feel boring. Some part of the game I feel boring, and I feel like the levels or the mission is kind of like dragging too long because it's too easy. You just kind of like kill every enemy. There's no challenge on it. You just kind of like walk through the level without any challenge, without any risk. You don't feel risk. I feel like a freaking goddamn robot trying to pass the level. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. At the end of the day, Diablo 3 do offer some fun in it. There is some entertainment in it, and I actually enjoy some of the entertainment that Diablo 3 gives. And another issue about Diablo 3 is the fact that they changed the skill system or the leveling up system, which means on the previous game you have to spend point. You have the choice to spend point on the different attributes of your character, and then you have the choice to choose what skills you want. On this Diablo 3, they are selected automatically by levels. On which level you are, the skills just automatically unlock, you know, at certain levels. As you level up, the game simply gives you stuff. Of course, you can change the skill and match the build that you like, but it's not like the previous Diablo where the freedom was given to you to build a character. In this game, they give freedom to choose what skills you want. In terms of if you already unlock the skill, you can just choose the skill or not swap the skills and kind of like experiment on what type of build that you like with this game. This is is all a good features for new player, not a casual player like me. For me, I love something that gives you this risk of choosing what skills you need to go with and not just simply swap the skills. That's just not my interest. I just enjoy that type of system where you just given the responsibility and freedom and responsibility to make your own character. And that sounds very interesting for me, to just be able to change skills at any given time. At the moment, it's like the game is holding your hand. Diablo 3 is the developers holding your hand till the end of the game. Now I know most of you guys probably say like the fun is in the end game, whatever. The game have some crazy cinematics on it, alright? So they meant for the story to be a good story because they made a freaking goddamn expensive animation cinematic with that freaking awesome CGI. The story is part of the focus as well, and I judge only the story. I will not get into the end game because I'm not there yet, but it's a fun game. I cannot deny the fact that it's a fun game. There are lots of flaws going on in Diablo 3, but there are lots of good stuff as well. I enjoy it. Finally enjoyed some good build with the wizard that I'm using. It's actually quite fun. It's straight away for the game itself. Like if I'm judging from the game itself, I'll rate it 8 out of 10. But if I'm judging the game by the fact that it's a Diablo game and in Diablo universe, this game is like a little bit too happy walk in the park. So it will not get 7, not even 7. It will be 6 out of 10. I can still enjoy it. Still a good one, but if you put Diablo side by side with it like D2 or D1, barely scratch 7 out of 10. Now guys, don't go hating on me on this, because this is my personal opinion. It's not a critic, it's not a full review, it's not like a review that I can say like, you should listen to me because I know how to review games. I have no idea how to review games. So this is just my opinion on how I feel about D1, D2, and D3. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I've been streaming a lot on Twitch. So if you guys would just love to join my Twitch channel, join my live stream, go ahead and follow my Twitch. The link is in the description below. And at this end of August, I've been playing Diablo 4, jumping in straight for Diablo 4, and it will be a totally blast. If you guys haven't subscribed to this channel, better subscribe. I just noticed that I got like 100 subscribers now. That's crazy. Damn, we got 100 subscribers right now. We are going to grow. I hope we are going to grow like even further into 1,000 subscribers. Road to 1,000 subscribers starts now. So don't forget to like this video, share this video, and let your mama, your papa know about ItzzKnighttime on YouTube channel. Love you guys so much. It's all about one purpose and one purpose only. And you know the word. Spread love, baby.